Hello everyone, my name is Zachary Hayes. I'm 25 years old and I currently live in Flint, Michigan. And I'm asking for help through GoFundMe to fund a debt that I now owe to U-Haul, which is almost $20,000, due to a misfortunate series of events in which I tried to help someone and, unbeknownst to me, ended up being the primary renter on a U-Haul van, and then this person subsequently burned it beyond almost $20,000 worth of damage, and now I'm liable to U-Haul for the cost of the repair. So it all happened in April, and I was at home one day and this person had moved into our house after living in the shelter in Flint, and he knew my friend Josh, who lives with us at the house, and me and all my housemates agreed that it would be nice to help him get back on his feet, to kind of, take him to church, help him apply for jobs, give him a sense of purpose in life. And he lived with us for 20 days. And as part of living with us, he was doing odd jobs around the house. And one of the things he was doing on the side was selling tires through Facebook Marketplace. And he came to me one morning basically saying that he had 3 series of tires, like shops waiting to buy sets of tires. And Josh, who was letting him use his truck to sell the tires, wasn't available. And so he needed a vehicle to make these tire sales. And I'm like, all right, yeah, you need money to pay rent and to pay a couple other things. And sounds like you got a game plan. So I will drive you to U-Haul and we'll get you a van and you can drive it, and then I'll pick you back up and take you home the next day. And so we go to the U-Haul location on Door Highway, and they didn't have any trucks or vans available. And so he put his name down and made a reservation on the Miller Road location. And so I agreed to take him over there. But during this time, I was currently serving in AmeriCorps, which is a year of service to your community in Flint, and I had various things to do throughout the day. So I'm like, all right, I'll take you there real quick. And I was just trying to get in, get out as quick as possible so I could go volunteer for the day. And we get there, and they ask if there was a credit card they could put on the reservation. And he's like, oh man, I ain't got no credit card. And I'm like, well, I see how you're gonna make some money today. You can pay me back. I'll prepay some miles for you. I'll put my credit card down. And then they ask, oh, do you have a driver's license to match this credit card? And I was like, sure. Yeah, I didn't think anything of it because he had already put his name down and given them his phone number, his contact information. So I thought he was the primary renter on this van, and I was just lending the prepayment towards him, in which he would pay me back. And so I didn't really read too much of the fine print. I signed the paperwork, and I thought he had also made himself on this contract. Well, he didn't. And so 24 hours later, I saw him once during the course of this whole time, in which he was acting kind of fishy and said he was going to go out at night and do some more things. And I was like, okay, I mean, I'm not going to question you too hard. I had friends over at the time. I was just trying to help a guy out, and I told him, I'll meet you when it's due at 9:30 in the morning. I text him that morning at 8:16 in the morning. He doesn't respond, so I assume, his phone died overnight. I'll see him there. I get to the Miller Road location, and no sign of this person, and I'm just keeping him anonymous for his own sake, but he texts me 10 minutes after it's due, and he says, sorry man, phone on silent, running late, I caught behind a train. And I'm like, okay. So I go ask the U-Haul people, is it alright if he's a couple minutes late, you won't charge us more? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. And I'm like, alright, cool, he's on his way. And lo and behold, 45 minutes later, I'm like, man, I gotta go. I got commitments today. I'm supposed to be delivering beds and furniture to people in need, and I gotta get out of there. So I can't wait any longer. I leave for the day, and I just assume, we got more sets of tires. He can pay me back, and we'll just pay the extra $20 for the extra day. I get a call 15 minutes later from U-Haul, and they're like, are you with the van right now? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, we got a call from the police, and the van in your name is on fire on Pearson Road, burned to a crisp, and your buddy is nowhere to be found. So you need to figure out what's going on because you're on the hook for it. And I was just like, that's bad. So I don't let it freak me out or anything, but I get back to U-Haul. the tow truck comes in, the van's all burned, the interior's scorched, and I think we'll try and include some pictures in this video, but basically it ended up being just over $19,000 worth of damage that he caused to the U-Haul. And unfortunately, due to his prior living circumstances, he has no savings, he has no steady job, and a lawsuit is really out of the question here. So I'm just asking people out of the kindness of their own heart, and you know, whatever they can give, if they feel compelled to give. If you guys out there watching this video would like to help me out, donate $10, anything you could towards this bill that I owe U-Haul for over $19,000, it would be very helpful, because I've worked hard my whole life to serve others, and I haven't made a whole lot of money along the way, but at this time it'd be really nice if I had some help paying this, and I've got like 20 days left to pay them. So if you guys could chip in whatever you can, I would greatly appreciate it, and I hope you all have a blessed day. The saga continues, but you know, we're here in Flint, life goes on, and I just pray for some additional help. So thank you very much, y'all.